we got to go straight in today. My name is Nayim. Listen, before I get started, let me give you this disclaimer. So you know if you a bitch ass nigga, get the fuck off the video. You a pussy ass bitch, get the fuck off the video. This is not for nobody who is not here to learn and listen and notice the fucking patterns of what these motherfuckers be doing. Ever since I started this channel, as far as putting shit on this channel, I've been doing nothing but holding Megan Thee Stallion accountable, because I know that this is just the act. A lot of the bullshit that she be rapping about, because she is a rapper. She know how to rap. She know how to do it. And everybody who is real, like really follow Megan Thee Stallion, we want her to do better because we know she can do better. So this is not no caping for no bitch. This is not none of that bullshit, no fanatic shit. But we have to call shit down the middle. And when there's bullshit happening, we have to put niggas on the hot seat. Because I think it's very funny that a nigga will cry over death and destruction. A nigga will mourn and cry and bitch because somebody said something disrespectful about their sick ass friend in a song who's on the verge of death. How motherfuckers don't ever want to put boots to the ground and make action when a destructive behavior, a deadly behavior is going on. But when it's time to beat up on a bitch about some shit that don't have nothing to do with you, it's, yeah, we need more of that. But when a grown-ass man approaches you in a combative manner as another man, it's why I oughta, you're lucky they're holding me back. What am I talking about? Drake has a line in some fucking song on this album he got with 21 Savage. And the line is like, they shot, she lied about her shot. She lied about getting shots, but she's still a stallion. This is my thing. Drake's timeline is a very interesting one, because niggas didn't even really start respecting him until he made being a bitch ass nigga. Like, he had to have a whole rebrand and have a whole, I'm kind of tough, or I'm running with mobster ass niggas, so motherfuckers would respect him. Because niggas, you was the butt of every motherfucking joke. But we'll get to that another time. That's just a very important piece. I just find it funny that this is one of those niggas who, if you die, he'll come out with a bunch of pictures, talk about you as a beautiful soul, talk about you was this, you was that. We gotta stop this violence in hip hop. We need to do something else. Every motherfucker around them Prince, that Prince family, oh, we gotta stop this. We shouldn't do this. We're talking, we had to go to the most extreme shit with No Negative News November, because death is the most extreme one, because it's the most permanent one and it's the most instant one. I'm on you motherfucking R&B people hat, because we can't just talk about it. You know what, let me write. Because I need to make sure I remember that. I gotta make sure I remember, because we always go to the most extreme with it, because that's the one with the most shock. But what about you motherfuckers perpetrating behaviors that lead to motherfuckers being murdered, that lead to motherfuckers getting beat up? Why is Drake inserting himself in business that don't? You always in a bitch business. Why are you in a bitch business, bro? I'm gonna be for real. I don't give a fuck about a bitch and her ex-boyfriend fighting in court over domestic abuse. Why is a nigga with a white mama, a white baby mama, and a white kid in a black woman business? That don't have nothing to do with you. And you thought, and it's so crazy, because this is a nigga that's not from the United States. 21 Savage, not from the United States. Tory Lanez, not from the United States. And somehow you foreign ass, bitch ass niggas just gather up and just like dog piling on a bitch who wasn't saying nothing to nobody and wasn't doing whatever. I don't care about the particulars of a couple having a fight. Couples fight all the time. How do you stand beside somebody like 21 Savage? But yeah, I'm gonna go beat up on whatever, when you got somebody, like, you can't, I don't want to hear nothing you got to say that's positive about somebody who perpetrates, bruh, I cut the radio on the other day, and the first thing, I cut the radio, I got in the car, and the radio came on, and the first line I hear, as soon as I get in the car and hit the button to cut the car on, spin the block twice like it ain't nowhere to park. I know you niggas ain't serious, bro. And we'll have situations where these R&B people think they're exempt because they're not immediately talking about death. But the problem is when you have niggas beating up on bitches. And we're not talking about holding a bitch accountable because, hey, Meg, I know you can do better. Hey, Meg, I want to hear you rap again. Hey, Meg, I want to hear you rap about shit, because there's more bitches like Megan Thee Stallion than it is niggas like Drake, if we're being honest. It's a lot of bitches masquerading as whores, pretending to be something else, opposed to nerd-ass niggas with white-ass mamas that's whatever the fuck they are, this weird-ass child, whatever the fuck that is. Like, niggas who have to, an actor having to masquerade as a cool nigga. It's way less niggas like that. Because a lot of the times niggas don't know how to act and their bullshit is put on display. This is a full-fledged actor. My thing is, that behavior is way more, it's not, and you know what? Yes, it is. I'm going there. I'm going there. That behavior is way more destructive, way more dangerous than a motherfucker just walking up and killing a rapper. If we being for real, it's way more destructive and dangerous because it's easier to happen, and it's more likely to happen, and it happens way more often. We don't ever really talk about, if we gonna do one, nigga, I'm going all the way there with every motherfucking body. Nobody is exempt and off the table with this shit. I don't want to hear nobody talk about RIP or we need to do better or protect black women when a bitch is sitting over there minding her business and you decide that this is my chance to come out. But when Pusha T talked about your fucking son, and Pusha T talked about your sick ass engineer, and Pusha T was talking about this shit, why I oughta. You didn't have that smoke. You don't have the same smoke for your fucking peers, but a bitch minding her business. And let's just cut all that out right here. And I'm just gonna tell you why. One, shit like this is why we need No Negative News November, because the only time it should be combative is if we are engaging in some type of war. You did something to me, I did something to you. That's the only probable cause for war. A bitch that's not saying anything and not doing anything to you, I don't give a fuck how you feel about what the fuck happened before. If she's not saying or doing anything to you, you don't have no business bringing the bitch up. Especially a bitch ass nigga like this. The reason he did it, he has a connection, and this is the funny and the crazy part to me. You have a connection to Carl Crawford, who is partnered up and clicked up with the Prince family, and Carl Crawford and them is mad as fuck at Megan Thee Stallion because she didn't oblige to her contractual terms, allegedly, because my thing is she was still releasing music, and all her music has still been 1501. They're just not in the public with each other no more like that. And she decided that she wanted to go get different management. She's still over there at 1501. I think she just did her last album was her last contractual album and her last obligation to 1501. So he's still getting paid. Every accolade she got still falls on him. Carl Crawford is bitter, rightfully so, I'm gonna be for real. But Carl Crawford is bitter at Meg because Carl does not get the glory that comes with having the hottest female rapper. Everybody is associating Megan Thee Stallion being the hottest female rapper with being somewhere else, being with rock. Niggas think she signed to Jay-Z. And that created tension between Texas and New York because she went and did a management situation and her touring situation and all that shit with Jay-Z, and Jay-Z is getting the glory, even though Carl Crawford on paper is still the person in charge. So Carl Crawford having the connection to Jay Prince, that automatically they're gonna send Drake out to do Jay Prince, whoever the fuck, the whole Prince family. They're gonna send Drake out to do the dirty work for whatever they gotta say. If you hear a slick shot going at anybody because of, and if you ever hear a slick shot coming from Drake that don't have nothing to do with Drake, check the last time the person he's shooting at been to Texas and had some type of run-in with that family or some type of run-in in Houston. Just go back and I'm just telling you to go back and look, and you're gonna see why Drake would bring that up or have some slick shit to say or whatever in that regard. The second reason is his connection to Nicki Minaj. We all know Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion have been trading blows, trading whatever, fighting amongst each other, dissing each other. Nicki Minaj is mad because Megan Thee Stallion's the new bitch at work and Nicki Minaj is the old bitch at work. No matter what you see niggas go through, even the shit with the Meek Mill shit, Nicki Minaj and Drake are always going to be cool because they came in this bitch together. They're the same fucking person. A nigga's just, it's harder for a bitch to hide because a bitch is going to get thrown out in the street like a goddamn stray cat. A nigga can hide his shit in music because all he has to do is put a mask on. Niggas ain't looking. This nigga is really like the lame ass nigga who spun the block around when he was an adult and became a police officer. Now he can have his way and beat up on everybody. His connection with Nicki Minaj is another reason he dissed her. Another thing is she didn't want to fuck him. Since you want the messy shit, here you go. She didn't want to have sex with the nigga. This nigga was just seen in pictures, hugged up on her, kissing on her. Megan, I love you, you whatever. Soon as he gets cool with Tory Lanez, now it's, oh, I'm just taking a playful shot. You know, I'm just playing on words. No, it's some shit that don't need to be. When we talk about domestic violence, a lot of times, you know, it might not lead to death, but it can lead to death. You're not going to tell me in one sentence that I don't want rappers to die. I don't want people to be hurt. I don't want nobody to do X, Y, Z. But then you turn around and you playing with the domestic violence. How does that work? This nigga, every bitch who have ever declined him for sex, declined him in that fucking plastic surgery he got on his fucking abs and shit. Goddamn nigga can't even put on a heated blanket because his fucking abs are melt in his fucking intestines. Any bitch, every bitch who has declined his advances, he has had 100% smoke for. I really can pull up the songs. What's that? It's leading me, creeping up on me already. Yeah, what you need, that whatever that song was, Jaded. That was about a fucking teenage bitch. Like, are you serious? Every bitch that don't want him, he got smoked for. But when the grown men walk through the door, you beat up on me ain't no bitch ass nigga, but you beat up on a bitch ass nigga who don't have no backing. You wanna take slick shot. Kendrick Lamar been saying shit about you for a goddamn decade. And you don't have no smoke for Kendrick. Niggas trading blows and Jay-Z shooting at you and J. Cole shooting at you and Quentin Miller and them coming out and everybody. And that's really the thing because but again, with the Pusha T shit, nigga went full speed ahead on your ass. And now everybody got to come in and say, we got to dead the beef. It's getting too serious. It's not getting too serious. You a bitch. And you know that niggas got even more. You know, it's so crazy, especially out here in Virginia. Drake was calling motherfuckers out in Virginia to get information on Pusha T. And even niggas that didn't like Pusha T wouldn't get that information up. This nigga don't really have no wins like that. When we talk about rap beef or any type of rap shit. But my biggest thing is, how do we play with domestic violence, but you turn around and say RIP to a rapper? How do we play with a bitch getting assaulted, whether it's true or not? Because it's a lot of the times this shit is not about if shit is true. It's about the action, because the action can actually happen. We wasn't there. Motherfuckers don't have no personal. That's why niggas don't care when rappers die, because you don't have no personal connection to them outside of, damn, they made a hot song and they ain't gonna never make another hot song again. And usually by the time a motherfucker dies, they was already on the slope of never making a hot song again. But my thing is, we can't do that. We're not gonna sit here and call out gangster music, gangster people, gangster shit when you R&B motherfuckers is just as guilty as perpetrating the same bullshit that the gangster music is. I heard a song by Division, just cause I love you. No, just because I cheat on you, that don't mean I don't love you. How is that not just as destructive as a motherfucker dying? Death is the most extreme because it's the most permanent. That bullshit, crab boy, restaurant ass thinking, just because I cheated on you, that don't mean I love you. That only appeals to the bitches who done bought all the crab legs up. Now the crabs is going back to goddamn Japan so they don't get ate no more. Like, we not doing one. And everybody, I got smoke for everybody. Everybody, I got free smoke for every genre and everybody perpetrating stupid shit. You not gonna play. There is no play on words with domestic violence when two people are really trying to figure out what the fuck happened. And if we being real, the only thing you really should do is come out here and advocate against, I hope them people get their shit settled out. I would say, why is you always in a whole business? Like, that's my thing. Why is you always in a bitch business? Stand up and fight a nigga. That's just all I'm saying. Just fight a nigga. But how would you stand beside 21 Savage but go beat up a bitch? But the 21 Savage was murdered. Oh my God, 21, this one hurt my heart. Y'all niggas play too much for me. I'm pissed off. Like, I'm pissed. This shit is so dumb. Like, it's you know what, we gotta come back tomorrow because I gotta do the R&B niggas. Cause actually, you know what, it might be a 2-4. It might be a 2 today. We gonna talk about you R&B niggas right now.